do people care too much about conspiracy theories these days?
Whoa.
Yeah, man. You
Whoa,
guys,
brother.
listen. Hey, listen. We can't escape.
Amazing, brother.
We can't escape a good conspiracy theory. Listen, I'm for conspiracy. Make conspiracy theories great again. I'm here for them. They make for good movies. They make for good, just regular stories, bro. How many conspiracy theories have we heard about aliens?
Which I love.
They're amazing, are they not?
They are amazing. Yeah.
They're amazing when it doesn't have anything to do with a real person.
And Bigfoot. What about that one? Those suck.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot
was like the OG one that everybody cared about.
That one sucks.
Nobody cares about Bigfoot.
That one sucks.
But no, do people care too much about conspiracy theories, man? You know, Jaguar Wright, it's so interesting because she is somebody who I guess has been in the music industry for such a long time. Has been, I guess, ousted in some respects of the industry. Blackballed, if you will, right? And she's recently been making a lot of waves in the media, not just getting highlighted on TikTok and taken by content creators, people making content about what she's saying. But this is the first time I've seen her on a credible, what I would quote unquote consider a credible journalistic news platform in Piers Morgan. She recently sat down with Piers Morgan. Y'all probably know who Piers Morgan is, British writer, news editor, whatever you want to call it. He's been in the industry for such a long time. But nonetheless, he interviewed her about Diddy's involvement, Jay Z's involvement in this whole saga, right? All the dark stuff that's been going on in the industry. Obviously, if you guys want to watch that in full, go check it out. But like, this is interesting because I'm like, so she was crazy before. Everyone called her that. She talked about Diddy, what he was doing for years. Mm-hmm. Everyone called her crazy. Then recently, Diddy gets indicted. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's, oh, shit, like, she might have been on to something. But still, she's crazy. Why we listening to her? Now she's on mainstream publications getting credible sort of backing, in a sense, and being platformed. Do you feel like conspiracy theories have kind of taken a step far? You know, like we're at an era where people are,
it's mainstream now.
Yeah, like it's mainstream conspiracy theories is kind of hip and swaggy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
are we there?
You know what's funny? You used the word credible. I don't think anything is credible anymore. For real. I don't think anything is credible. And Donald Trump, you know, the whole like MAGA Trump, you know, era that we're living in, where one thing that Trump did that changed the world, and I think changed the world for better, was Trump let people know, like, yo, y'all ain't credible. Like, fake news, right? He made that, and you start to see how biased CNN is. Prior to this, I never noticed CNN was biased. CNN? Fox, of course, everybody knew Fox was biased. We all knew but CNN, I mean, it was not so obvious until, you know, Donald Trump came into office, and you're like, yo, whoa, like, CNN is actually really biased, right?
Okay.
So, you know, I just really don't believe there's any credible news sources these days. So her going to Piers Morgan, I wouldn't call that credible per se. However,
you don't think Piers Morgan's a credible news editor?
He's biased. He's very biased.
Okay, let's define credible. What does credible mean?
So my definition of credible is, you know, someone who is strictly there to cover news, to inform people about news. I think Piers Morgan's show informs people of news, but with his biased take and his biased opinions, which now doesn't make it as credible to me, right?
So I define it differently. So as I eat popcorn,
which I'm gonna look it up, by the way. But go ahead.
No, please, because this is actually a good discussion. To me, what I heard you say is you're speaking to the objectivity of it all. I do think news should be objective as much as possible, but when I use the word credible, it means a platform or a person who has displayed a certain level of verified sources, like who's able to confirm details, right, of what they're talking about. Of course, they're going to infuse their opinion, but like you still need to have facts. at a certain point to kind of base your opinion on.
Yeah, for sure.
So to me, I think news should be as credible as possible. They should strive for objectivity, but obviously we know different sources are biased, but that doesn't make them non-credible. That's what I'm trying to. You have the definition?
So the definition is able to be believed, so convincing, right? So
okay.
To me, but that's just
very
a whole nother topic, right? For me, the reason I brought the credible part up was because, I think a lot of these people have vendettas. We talked about this on the phone. Vengeance, vendettas, jealousy. All this is getting thrown into these situations. And that's why, we always hear about the same people, right? When it comes to news and these stories, we always hear about the same people circulating: Kanye West, Diddy, Jay Z, right? It's always the same people.
It's the holy trinity.
Always the same people. Drake, Kendrick. I didn't know all these rumors about Kendrick until Drake mentioned it, right?
Okay.
Nobody's really bringing up anything else about Kendrick. Kendrick, this, who is Day Free, dog? Who is Day Free?
That's Kendrick's man.
I know, but who is he? How come nobody has done a deep dive on Day Free? How come I've never heard that? Drake made some rumors and nobody talks about Day Free, right?
Behind the scenes,
yeah, I get it. But not to say anything like Kendrick's doing anything wrong or Day Free, but it seems like certain people get passes.
Understood.
But we circulate the same people, and we start to throw conspiracy theories out there. Now, Diddy is proven. I guess there's camera footage. Which, by the way, we talked about that. Diddy, why do you have camera?
That's a whole separate.
Why
discussion.
are you running around with camera footage?
Nah, that's insane.
Do you watch true crime?
Bro, that's crazy.
Okay, but Diddy,
stop trying to rationalize crime.
Right, Diddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Diddy. We now know that Diddy. He did what he did. But I think the one that's kind of crazy is the Jay Z one.
Yeah.
Jay Z's is just all conspiracy theories.
Yo, look. Let me say this, man. I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
Go ahead, no, please.
Because what's happening to what I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not here to further rumors or fuel conspiracy theories of any sort. We're just here to discuss and ask questions. That's all we're doing.
Why you sound like
we're here to ask questions.
Cops.
Yeah, it's like Vlad, bro. Yeah. That's how Vlad be in the
exactly.
Listen, like I just want to ask questions.
We just want to know. Tell us how do you feel? We just want to know.
No,
so
because you know what
where did he go?
No, what I noticed is, especially when people be tiptoeing around this Jay Z topic, and I don't like it.
Yes.
Now, I'm not here to say that Jay Z is guilty of stuff, but if someone, if we continuously keep hearing about Jay Z's involvement in some stuff that you probably would go to jail for. I'm not trying to say he's actually doing this stuff, but it's like at a certain point, two things. Number one, why do we keep hearing his name? Right? That's one. And number two,
that's what I'm saying. It's
and why hasn't he sued these people that keep speaking on his name?
Strange.
Isn't it kind of weird to you?
It's strange. That's what I'm saying. It's strange. It's a strange situation.
I hope it's not true. I hope all of this stuff that she and all these people are accusing him of. I hope it's not true.
There is literally Diddy stuff that came out on Diddy. Like, aside from Jay Z, I think he stabbed the guys, Lance. Aside from that, I've not heard Jay Z in the news for like literal something he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously the elevator situation, Solange beat him up, but
she didn't beat him up,
or she punched him, or whatever she did. Whatever, I can't remember anymore.
Yeah.
We saw that,
of course,
and then guess what? What did we do with that? Peeled all kinds of information. Oh, he must have been cheating. Oh, he must have stole money.
It ain't even money, bro. They made up. Him and his wife capitalized
just
off
like,
that,
and they capitalized, right? And so, that's the strange one. But to me, I think it's. I was telling you this on the phone the other day. I think it's just like people really don't like these people. Deep down. Like, I think people really don't like Jay Z for whatever reason. Like, even before this. Like Jay-Z's name was just thrown out there. Like, yo, hey man, he ain't the best. Jay-Z, they don't play Jay-Z in Atlanta. Like, why is that a narrative?
I don't know,
Well,
man.
I'm just going rogue on this topic.
It's cool.
Why
it's cool.
is this a narrative?
I mean,
like,
look.
why Jay-Z? They
Hey,
don't
bro.
play LL Cool J in Atlanta either.
True.
How come nobody's saying that?
Hey, they did it in 1982. Yo, in 82, bro, Cool J was on the radio, bro. But anyway,
But
but at the end, but what's here? Also, we were talking about. You're right. We had this convo, and it's like when someone has given
has been wronged.
a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ain't even talking about Jaguar Wright's a whole different situation. People think she's mentally ill. I don't freaking know. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. I don't freaking know. That ain't even the point. Although if she is mentally ill, why the hell we listen to a mentally ill person? This kind of goes back to how people would talk about Kanye. Remember all this like this discussion around, yo, is Kanye sick? Why are we listening? Why are we taking what Kanye's saying seriously?
A lot of the stuff he said was like, you know,
it's like, yeah, but
came
it's
out to be like, yo, hey, there's some truth.
a
to
lot
it,
of the stuff
right?
and those clips are circulating
He
online.
said Diddy's a fed.
Yes.
Don't talk to me, effing fed. And I was like, what is this guy talking about? But
It's and that's and that's the point of this topic, right? Conspiracy theories. The reason why people call them conspiracy is they're so outrageous. It's something that either you don't have proof of, or it's hard for you to believe. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of stuff going on with Diddy, a lot of what Jay Z has been accused of, all this, it's so hard to believe. When Tory Lanez went to jail, and then now the star witness gets flipped, and then now the dad comes out on camera at
Rock Nation.
Rock Nation is at the heart of this.
Yeah.
Rock Nation and Jay Z has been getting so much flack throughout the years, and it's like, where there's smoke, is there fire? I'm just here to ask that. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to accuse them and say they did something, but it's like, if many people keep saying certain things, does that make the conspiracy have more quote unquote credit now? Validity. It doesn't make it more believable, right? We will never know.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the answers.
Like I
but
said, I mean,
I do think we're in a climate right now where conspiracy theories is in.
it isn't.
It used
it's
to,
mainstream.
bro. It used to be a thing where
it's mainstream.
They used to clown people. Man, you're just a conspiracy. That used to be like an insult.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to tell somebody they're stupid, man. So why you be believing shit? Now, conspiracy theories is kind of cool.
Yes, conspiracy theories is normal.
Yeah.
I think you're weird if you don't have conspiracy theories.
Yo, isn't that crazy?
In your arsenal. I got conspiracy theories out the wazoo, dog.
Bruh.
I've thrown so many. Some I'm not gonna say any on camera.
I will never say
some
half
I've
of the ones.
argued. Some that came to light. I've argued. You know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, and one of the things that I tell myself, I can't consume myself in the news because it'll kind of drive you crazy, is that you'll never get the full answers to these questions. Ever. Like I said, the only Diddy situation, he put it on camera. He was putting things in writing. He was texting. Like, Diddy was moving like, I don't know why he was doing that stuff. But, you'll never know. It's just stories that, he said, she said, and you just never know. And so if you consume yourself in it, you're just going to drive yourself crazy because you're never going to get a full answer that, for all we know, Jaguar Wright could be telling 100% the truth.
Yeah.
She might be, probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Possibly.
you'll never know. So, like, why super duper consume yourself in it?
But beyond the consuming yourself of it, this ain't gonna stop. And
it's not
at the rate in which she is doing press, and I was very I used the word credible, and we can debate on what the meaning and all that other stuff, but I think it's actually like crazy for Piers Morgan to attach himself to this type of rhetoric.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well.
You know what I'm going to say?
This ain't going to end well, dog.
You know.
I got to be real clear about that.
You know what I'm going to say?
What's up?
And this probably going to end it. You know why conspiracy theories are in? Is that we, more than ever in today's world, conspiracy theories are being validated. Like, back in the day, it was like a conspiracy theory would happen. You would never, ever get the validation. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, you know, I have this conspiracy theory that this happened, but you never know, right? But think about it. Like, there was conspiracy theories about Diddy. Diddy's now in jail. Conspiracy theories about R. Kelly. R. Kelly's now in jail. You know, conspiracy theories
about aliens.
Exactly.
They declassified,
exactly.
some documents.
9/11, like all this stuff is starting to be validated. So, you know, I think that now drives people like, you see, I told you, I was right. And what I'm going to say, which is going to scare you or should scare people, music fans, anybody fans, if you would have told me 5 years ago, Young Thug would be caught with a RICO, if you would have told me he'll be in jail, Tory Lanez would be in jail, if you would have told me that, if you would have told me Diddy, Mr. Bad Boy, clean, Diddy was in music shows and everybody was friendly with Diddy. Diddy's in jail. Don't look like he's coming out. R. Kelly. In the next 5 years, there's going to be more people that are going to be in jail that's going to shock you. Way more people, because I do believe there's FBI and all these people that are sitting on a bunch of information out there on some of your favorite rappers, singers, actors, entertainers.
Of course.
And in the next 5 years, don't be surprised if even more people are in jail that are high profile. So this is an interesting time, man.
It's a very scary, interesting time. And again, I like that you said conspiracy theories are being validated. And the last thing I'll say is, at the start of this year, what happened in media? That was a explosion. It was the Cat Williams interview. Yep. Cat Williams, when the joint came out, was explosive. People were like, what is he talking? Like, this sounds nuts, bro. Like, what the hell is going on? Why are you saying this? Like, conspiracy theory, right? Yep. This is what people sort of attach to him. And to see some of his claims come to fruition, in other words, be validated, is normalizing this type of rhetoric and people putting stuff at the wall, you're throwing stuff out there and seeing what sticks, because it's definitely waking up a bunch of people. There's probably some people who were super silent and never thought they would even be taken seriously. Yeah. Because they would be called nuts and crazy and all this other stuff. I mean, but we're definitely in an era where people are like, they want to prove these theories right. I mean, at least see if there's something there, you know?
It's you go back in time, like, for instance, that Cat Williams, he mentioned the Martin, you know, fat suit, the women dressed up as women thing.
Yeah.
And then what started circulating was old videos, particularly Brandon T. Jackson, where Brandon T. Jackson was like, I changed, my life just changed after that. You know, people go back and look at these things that people were seeing 3-4 years ago and like, oh, like Orlando Brown said something about Diddy. And it was like, at the time, everybody was like, yeah, Orlando Brown crazy. Like, that dude's just crazy. And it's like, these people that we thought were quote unquote crazy aren't. Well, they probably still crazy.
I mean, they probably two things can be true. Two things can be true, right?
Completely wrong.
Like, yo, so, I'm sorry, Kanye's crazy, guys.
I mean, Kanye.
I mean, there's something wrong.
But you know the funny thing, Kanye's always been a little crazy.
I will agree. Two things can be true,
and
right?
The thing is, I think if you told Kanye you're crazy, he'll probably be like, yeah, I agree, dog. I agree.
Listen to the full episode. Link below.